Wow, even looking at them all lined up, I know we're gonna have an interesting video. What's up guys, xoxo here. I'm just getting ready to rank every expansion pack in The Sims. So for those of you who don't know, I've been playing The Sims since The Sims 1. I actually bought the first expansion pack when it came out, and we'll get to that in just a bit. And if you don't know me and this is your first time here, please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so much. I guess we'll quickly go over my ranking system as well. So I chose for my S tier, Bella Goth, because she is just iconic and essential for any Sims game. And for A tier, I just chose Worth It, which is basically, it's worth the money, you'll get your money's worth, it works, it's beautiful, the gameplay is good. And for B tier, I put Nice/Niche, and I think this is gonna be good for those ones that are good packs, but not everyone loves them, even if they are good. Then we get into the Mech category, which, you know, will probably have a lot of packs in it. For D tier, I chose Oof. And then for F tier, I chose Green Toilet. And for those of you who are returning viewers, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And for those of you who don't, I actually judge and review EA's builds, and there's a lot of green bathrooms in The Sims 3. Okay, I think we're all set up. Let's just jump into the video. Okay, so first up is The Sims Live in Large, and I'm gonna just talk about this one for a little bit. So I didn't play The Sims 1 at launch, but I played it before Live in Large came out. So I bought Live in Large like the day it came out from Walmart in the middle of nowhere, Ontario. It was actually Timmins. And I absolutely love everything about this pack. I'm putting it in S tier. Of course, this is just my opinion, so there's some nostalgia coming into play, but this pack, it came with so many things that I love in the game. The concoction station, I was always making potions. I made like rows of labs so I could just drink all these potions, and usually it doesn't go too well. Oh, and the genie, that doesn't go well either, because your wishes sometimes backfire. You have the telescope so you can meet aliens. I love aliens in The Sims. It's like my favorite occult, probably the only occult I like actually. And the build by, it's so ugly, but it's so whimsical and so out there. The Sims 1 has the most iconic house in any Sims game. So next up is House Party. Now House Party I also got on release, so I have a little bit of nostalgia ties to it, but there is something really important about House Party. Back in The Sims 1 days, for your career, you needed a certain number of friends to get to the next level, and if you didn't meet enough people early on in your gameplay, you would not know anybody, you couldn't travel off of your lot, so you'd be screwed. But with House Party, you could click on the phone and click throw party, and then everyone in the world would come and meet you at your house. And the build by, again, super whimsical, super fun. I absolutely love it. So we're actually gonna put this one in A tier. Next up is Sims Hot Date. Now, this one I did not get on release because this is the first kind of pack that didn't suit me. First of all, keep in mind that I was like 11 or 12 years old when these packs were coming out. So Hot Date was not really something I was interested in at the time. On top of that, I struggled a lot with keeping my Sims alive, and I used to like to build my own mansions and stuff. So Hot Date took you off the lot, and I was like, I don't want to leave my beautiful house, even though it was ugly. But it's not like an oof or anything. A lot of people love this pack. Some people, it's actually their favorite pack. Next up is The Sims Vacation. Now, I definitely enjoy this a little more than Hot Date, but vacation packs in The Sims in general are not usually my forte. Even now, I still like to play on my home lot. I like to stick with the family and really grind out a legacy. But the vacation worlds were beautiful. I remember you could go to like a snowy one, a beach one. It was basically like 3 Sims 4 expansion packs in one. I'm gonna put it in Meh as well, but I'm gonna put it above Hot Date because I would definitely have Vacation before I had Hot Date. I didn't buy Vacation either. This Sims Unleashed. Now, I know a lot of you are pets lovers, a lot of you are animal lovers. I am too. I love my cat more than anything in the world, but I don't love Sims Pets packs always. Now, this one is probably my least favorite of all the pets packs, just because I'm struggling to keep my Sims alive, and now there's like animals running in and out of my house. Like, I just can't handle it. I'm putting it in oof because it's kind of like a punch in my stomach whenever animals show up on my lot. It's just too much. Okay, now the Sims 4 Superstar. This one I bought on release. So this is the third pack I bought on release, I guess. I've always wanted to be famous. That's always been like a goal of mine. And here I am on YouTube. But of course, when you're like 12 years old, like you can't do any of that, especially in like the 90s and early 2000s. So the Sims Superstar allowed me to travel to Studio Town, live out my wildest dreams. I was a supermodel. I saw Avril Lavigne. It was amazing. Yeah, Avril Lavigne's actually in this pack, so keep that in mind. I'm putting it in Worth It as well, because even if celebrity isn't your forte, The Sims 1 is whimsical enough that even if things are not your cup of tea, you'll have a lot of fun doing it. And the last Sims expansion pack is Making Magic. Now, this is kind of an iconic pack too. There is a lot of gameplay in this pack, and the worlds are absolutely stunning. Like, you would not believe it. Not stunning as in super beautiful, but they're super detailed. There's like clown roller coasters. You can have spell duels. Bonehilda was introduced with this pack, but I'm gonna put it in nice/niche because Making Magic is a very good quality pack. Probably has more stuff than the 3 Sims packs I put above it. However, it is very niche, and if you're not into like Magic or Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or something, then this probably isn't gonna be for you. And personally, I'm not a Magic game player, but I love watching people play this pack. And if you want to see somebody playing Making Magic, I recommend Miss Ditch. She has amazing videos, and she's doing an LP of Making Magic, and I'm just living for it at the moment. Sure beats watching someone play The Sims 4, don't you think? So here we are on the Sims 2 packs, and the first Sims 2 pack was actually University. That shocked me. I wasn't super into buying the Sims things on release, but I ended up getting all of these later. The Sims 2 University is definitely one of the better University packs. I really like how it functions with the way that I play The Sims 2, but it's not gonna be for everybody, and in general, I don't think the University packs stand out that much, and they're not really my cup of tea. If you enjoy them, they're still really good packs. It's just not something that I'm into playing. Fun fact, I loved my University experience in real life, and I feel completely fulfilled in that, so I don't really have the need to relive it, I guess. So next up is Nightlife, and I think what's special about Nightlife is that it really introduced the concept of having a subhood, somewhere you could travel and go do social things and do things with your family, meet new people, and they did a really good job with it. I remember particularly enjoying building bars and nightclubs. Even though I had no desire to go to them in real life yet, I was just like all about it in The Sims. Now, despite its positives, I don't think it's the best Sims 2 pack, and grading against the curve, I'd probably put it in the lower half. I guess we'll have to see, but it's still a really good pack, and I'm gonna put it in worth it, but still below Superstar and House Party. Those I think are still a little better. Okay, Open for Business. So Open for Business, I really think is probably the most underrated expansion pack in the Sims franchise. This is by far the best thing in the list so far. I'm trying to put it above Living Large. Let's see if we can get it. This thing is great. You can make a home business, you can make a community lot business, you can make a store, you can make whatever you want. Like, it is out of control. It is just, if you have creativity, this pack is limitless. I wholeheartedly believe you could play more hours with just the Sims 2 base game and Open for Business than you could in The Sims 4 with all of the DLC. Okay, next up is Sims 2 Pets. Now, I know this was a lot of people's absolute favorite thing. Now, I remember a Hillary Duff commercial promoting the Sims 2 Pets. I have no idea how that happened. I guess it's like the prelude to the Katy Perry Sweet Treats. I know all the pets are detailed, even in all of the packs. It's just like, pets are really not for me, and I'm gonna put it in meh, kind of with University, because it's just not something I play with. Okay, next up is the Sims 2 Seasons. So I'm not a Seasons lover like so many Simmers are. I think it's great to have seasons in the game, and I think the Sims 2 Seasons is particularly special because it was a new idea. When they made the Sims 2, they didn't have seasons or anything, so adding it in really did add a lot to the game, and I really liked playing in winter. Like, I'm from Canada, so like half the time it's snowing, so that's kind of what I like to see in The Sims sometimes. Maybe not half the time, but you know what I mean, just switch it up a bit. Sims 2 Bon Voyage. So the other thing is, I don't like travel packs so much, especially in later Sims games. The Sims 2, I especially like to stay on my home lot and just kind of get everything done. You're also kind of always playing 6 households, especially if you play rotationally in The Sims. So having Bon Voyage adds more days to play to certain families, which is great for a family that you like playing, but if it's not, then like, it's just an extra 3 days you got to get through. But they did a really great job with it, and I'm gonna stick it in nice/niche because it is a good pack. I love all the wants and fears associated with it. I love the build buy, and I love being able to alter the lots that I'm visiting. Okay, Sims 2 Free Time. Now, this is the thing. Free time, back in the day, I was like, what the hell is this? I'm always so busy in The Sims 2 because I have so many babies, I'm playing so many families. So when I saw free time, I thought, who has free time in this game? I'm busy. But now that I'm older and I see what it really adds to the game, it really fleshes out their personalities, the hobbies, the one true hobby. I think it's amazing. And they added like sewing and things that I like to do in real life. So yeah, hindsight is 2020. I'm probably gonna put it at the top of worth it. I'm gonna put it above all the other packs in this tier so far. Now the Sims 2 apartment life. So we're kind of saving the best for last because apartment life, I think, is the best Sims 2 pack. I'm a builder at heart. For those of you who watched my channel for like a couple of years, you'll know like 80% of what I do is building. And apartment life allows you, for those of you who don't know this, apartment life lets you design your own apartment buildings. So you can start the building from scratch, build the lobby, build the separate apartments, make big ones, small ones, whatever you want. And ever since I got apartment life, like I got this as soon as I knew what it was. Like I had the discs and everything. So for apartment life, I'm definitely putting it in Bella Goth. I don't know if I should put it above open for business or below. They're kind of tied together, if I'm honest. I'm actually gonna put apartment life first because I screamed louder for that one. So starting the Sims 3 expansion packs, we can see nothing has made it into green toilet, which is absolutely amazing. However, as we enter the latter half of the Sims arc, then that's gonna happen. So World Adventures, I think in hindsight, World Adventures is a better pack than I thought it was. I never bought this when it first came out. I had no interest on going to Egypt or China. I didn't want to go to real life places. I like diversity in the Sims, but I don't want to go to like actual countries. I like everything in the Sims being ambiguous, you know, like everyone speaks Simlish. But it's a super quality pack. There's so much to do, and I do like doing it once in a while. I'm gonna put it in nice and niche, and I'm gonna put it above Bon Voyage because I think it's a much better travel pack than the Sims 2 one. Ambitions. So ambitions, I never play The Sims without ambitions installed. So we're gonna put it definitely in Bella Goth, but I'm not sure where I'm gonna rank it yet. Let's just talk about it. So the careers that come with ambitions, first off, it comes with the best career, which is the interior design career, which by the way, is its own pack in The Sims 4. It not only comes with a bunch of careers, it actually enhances some base game careers. It comes with a world that's very kind of base game aesthetic friendly, and it just blends right into the base game seamlessly. I don't think there's any reason to ever have it not installed. Maybe if you don't like all the houses setting on fire in your neighborhood though from the firefighter career, but I'm definitely gonna put it in Bella Goth. And is it as good as apartment life? I don't know. You know what? Why don't we do it? I love ambitions. I've played so much ambitions lately. Okay, late night. This is actually the first expansion I bought for The Sims 3. I love cities. I live in a big city. I used to live in an even bigger city. I love being in the big city, and so do my Sims. Now, the late night expansion though, the Bridgeport world that it comes with is a little laggy if it's not optimized, and it has like a few little problems. And the other thing is it comes with vampires, and I'm not an occult lover. I actually like the vampires in late night. I'd rather have those than say something like crazy occult. But the thing is, you have to have them kind of, right? Like they come with the expansion pack. So that's a bit of a down for me. But late night is amazing. I love building in the apartments. They're not as good as the apartments in Sims 2, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Okay, Generations. Here's how I feel about Generations. It sucks. I'm kidding. Oh my God. Just, I hope nobody clicked off from that. So Generation, I'm actually not gonna overly praise it like other people do. I'm gonna be very realistic about it, but it does add so much. And the one thing I really love about Generations is it really adds to things that are not young adults. Your teens can go to prom, your elders can walk with canes. I love the baby strollers and stuff. Now that being said, I don't always have Generations installed. If I don't plan on having babies, I don't bother installing it. And once in a while, I leave it out of a family generation because these things can get repetitive. Like if you have 5 kids, I'm sick of prom by this point. I would say it's still definitely S tier, but it's at the bottom of S tier. I think it could be a little better, but after seeing what happened in The Sims 4, I guess we can't complain. Okay, The Sims 3 pets. I feel the exact same way about pets in every Sims game, but I think The Sims 3 pets did the pets the best. Now, unfortunately, there are a few lag problems which you can fix with mods, but horses can spawn all over your town and they're galloping together, clogging up your game. And I think they could have made some better choices with that stuff, but the pets themselves are actually probably the most engaging. I like the moods that they have. I like that you can control them, but it's still a pets pack and it's still meh. I'm gonna put it above Hot Date for sure. Maybe not Vacation. Okay, Showtime. So remove the Katy Perry affiliation from this. I love Showtime, but but I see why lots of people don't. There's not a whole lot to do in Showtime, but here's the thing. I love the world. Number one, it's small, so it runs really well and you can play it for a long time, and it looks like LA and like the good parts of LA, if you know what I mean. The other thing is, like, my dream career is pop star. I'm not good enough singer to be a pop star. I'm getting old now, like it's never gonna happen, but that's like in my mind, like my dream come true. And just being able to play that in The Sims is just amazing. Now, I'm not gonna put it in worth it because I know it's not worth it for everyone, but it's definitely at the top of my nice/niche because it's my type of niche. Okay, so for Supernatural, I will mention the world is absolutely stunning. Like, you would not believe how gorgeous the Moonlight Falls houses are, especially after all the ugly things from the previous packs. But the thing is, again, I don't love Supernaturals, but this pack did Supernaturals by far the best out of any Sims game. You get so many to choose from. You can be a genie if you have Showtime, by the way. You can be a vampire, you can be a werewolf, you can be a fairy. I know I'm forgetting what zombie, I think too, but alas, I never play with them, but I'm putting it in nice and niche, and I'm actually gonna put it above Showtime. I'm adult enough to know that Supernatural is better than Showtime, even if I prefer Showtime. Now, The Sims 3 seasons. Now, the problem with this is that The Sims 2 needed The Sims 2 seasons to bring it into the franchise, but The Sims 3 base game could have had seasons already in it. And the thing is, with seasons, like, I never find myself actually doing the stuff in any seasons pack. I just find it raining sometimes when I'm going to work. And also, I don't care about festivals and stuff. I don't find that stuff interesting. So like, I'm gonna put it at the bottom of Met. It's almost an oof. I don't know. We'll definitely put a different seasons pack in oof in a bit. Get ready for the hate comments already. Okay, Sims 3 University Life. This is, I think by popular opinion, the worst of the 3 Sims universities. I've heard a few people like it, but I think overall it's just not for me, and it's not for a lot of people, and it's gonna be at the bottom of oof for now. Okay, so the Sims 3 Island Paradise. Now, there are modern fixes you can do to get this running nice and smooth, and if you do that, this is an amazing pack. However, if you don't, with the second you load this world, everyone's gonna start driving their houseboats, and everyone's gonna start swimming, and there's gonna be mermaids, and resorts are gonna open, and people are gonna visit them, and everything is gonna lag. I'm gonna put it at the top of oof, because if you can get through all those things, it's amazing, but I will warn everyone about it. If they didn't have those problems, it's really good. I would almost put it in worth it, because if it actually, I'd put it more in nice and niche, because it has to be your thing, right? Okay, into the future. Unpopular opinion, I think it's actually pretty good for what it is. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like kind of sci-fi stuff, and I'm kind of into it. I certainly would rather go to the future than go to Batu. I like how the world can be dystopian or utopian depending on how the future goes. I like how you can see your like relatives like 1,000 years in the future. That's really cool too. I definitely think World Adventures is better, but I would rather go to the future than go on vacation in The Sims 2, I think. And last but not least is the Sims 4 packs. So I'm just gonna get started by finishing off our tier ranking list. Again, I'm just messing with you, but Get to Work is definitely gonna be in green toilet. I don't like Get to Work, especially now that like I'm looking back at all of the packs. It's the worst career pack by far. You get 3 careers. They're still kind of broken to this day. I always get glitches, especially with the detective career, which by the way is the best of the careers. This is a thing with the Sims 4 packs. It was fun for like an hour or 2. Oh, and it comes with a world with only 4 lots, and like 3 of them kind of have to be stores because of the way it's set up. It's just so bad. And the build buy is kind of ugly unless you're building like an industrial factory. Okay, so Get Together. This is actually a pack that if I'm playing the Sims 4, I need Get Together. It also has the largest world. It's more of like a Tudor kind of like British style. And I love British stuff, but I'm definitely more of a Victorian lover, not Tudor. And there's like an island with all these modern mansions, which actually is really nice. But just because I need it doesn't mean it's good. Again, I wish the club system was like a base game thing. I'm putting it at the bottom of, I don't know. I don't know if I want to put it in meh or worth it, because the thing is that it is worth it if you want to play The Sims 4. If you like The Sims 4, you need Get Together. But when I say worth it, like I mean worth like kind of full price, you know what I mean? And it's certainly not there. So I'm gonna put it in meh, but I'm gonna put it at the top of meh. It's definitely not niche because I think everyone needs it if they want to play the game. Okay, City Living, I'm actually just gonna say now, looking at the rest of them, City Living is the only one I would actually probably buy full price again. And it's just because I need San Myshuno. Again, like I need Get Together for the clubs and I need San Myshuno for the world because I need apartments. And in fact, building in The Sims 4 is the most pleasurable thing to do in the whole game, and apartments add a lot to that. Fun fact, I would also rank the Tiny Living stuff pack above any expansion pack. Okay, seasons, how dare you? You charged us for seasons 3 times in a row. Plus, The Sims 4 also did that Snowy Escape pack later. Like, what's wrong with you? I'm not even gonna tolerate this. I'm probably gonna leave that rant in because that kind of sums up my psychology behind The Sims 4 at this point. Cats and dogs is just a worse version of pets. It's actually worse than Unleashed. It has a good world and the build buy is a little ugly, but at least it gives you some diversity. But like, you just get cats and dogs. You can't control them. They suck, they run away. It's just, and like, I just don't remember I even have one. Okay, unpopular opinion. Get Famous is my favorite pack out of, well, it's probably not as good as Showtime, but it's probably better than the rest of these packs in nice/niche. Again, if you like this Fame stuff, you'll love it. And actually, they did it really well. The one, actually, you know what? Should I drag it down to Met? Because the actor career was broken for a while. Well, they fixed it now. At least they finally fixed it. They don't do that with every pack. So Get Famous. I actually like the world it comes with. I really like Del Sol Valley. The lighting is kind of weird, but at the end of the day, like, I like the build style and I like building those big mansions in the hills, and the community lot venues are nice and small. Again, I'm more of a builder, but even the gameplay, like, you can do what I'm doing now. You can like stream on a computer, edit the video, then upload it, and then see if you get famous or money. It's sped up, but it's kind of realistic as well, and I think that's one of the last times The Sims 4 did that. Island Living is stunning, like the most beautiful world The Sims has ever done. The color of the sand, the color of the water, gorgeous. However, it's an expansion pack and there is nothing to do. So I'm gonna put it at the top of Green Toilet just because all these packs suck, but at least you'll have something pretty to look at. Now, Discovery University is only mildly better than The Sims 3 University. I enjoyed playing it like a little bit. I kind of like how the dorms are set up, and again, like building it's a little bit interesting, and I like how the Pleasants come with it. But again, like, you can't sell me on that. This thing is $55 in my country. I love Eco Lifestyle. Like, that was the last glimmer of hope. That gave me hope for The Sims 4 for like a year longer, and like now I've given up, but this was really special. It was a little broken, but they fixed a lot of it up. I love the build buy. I love the gameplay. I love the concept because it's kind of whimsical. Like back to the Sims 1 days, some of the special things were because they were a little bit unrealistic, but still grounded in a way that you could believe it. And Eco Lifestyle has this with like the windmills and the solar panels. The tiny houses go really well with this too. Shipping container houses, like that's not really realistic, but it's super realistic in the Sims and super fun, and like it just really hit the nail on the head. This was the last one I saw them put love into. It is my favorite niche pack for sure, so I'm gonna put it at the top of this. I could just play Sims 4 base game and Eco Lifestyle for like hours and still have fun. Well, that about does it for our ranking. I really wasn't going for a specific shape, but I'm glad that the tier ranking is very balanced, and I'm glad that my face over here didn't block any of the rankings so we can look at it as a whole. But what did you guys think? What packs do you think are worth it? What packs did I not like that you actually really like? Maybe you can change my mind on it. Remember, this is all opinion, so try and enlighten me. I'm gonna try a Vixella outro, but it's gonna be creepy when I do it. Bye-bye. Oh, what was I thinking?